Most businesses lose time and a ton of sales because they're invisible on Google Maps. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system I use to get businesses ranking higher, get seen, and finally attract the customers they deserve. And once you understand this strategy, you'll never view Google the same way. You see, I've helped hundreds of businesses fix this exact problem. And honestly, most of them didn't even realize it was happening to them. Their profile wasn't broken, it's just that Google couldn't see it properly. So stick around, because once you get this fixed, it changes everything. So to help you understand what you need to do, have you ever seen this? One of the old magic eye pictures. At first it looks like it's messy, it's blurry, right? But it's not. Because when you adjust your focus, when you look through it, when you look in a slightly different perspective, boom, a hidden picture, a 3D image suddenly comes into your focus. Well, Google Business Profiles work in a very similar way. Right now, your business might not appear, it might seem invisible, it may even be just a blur as far as Google's concerned. But if you tweak a few little factors we're going to look at, suddenly it all comes into focus and makes sense. Suddenly you get shown everywhere to all the customers you're after. So here's why most businesses stay invisible as far as Google's concerned, as far as your searchers, your customers, your clients are concerned. And to make it easier to understand, it's a combination of three things that kind of overlap. And a Venn diagram is a great way to illustrate this. So you could call this the visibility Venn diagram. But the three things you need to kind of understand before they overlap is relevance. So this is about, are you clearly relevant? Are you clearly matching what customers are searching for? Google wants you and your customers to be able to overlap, to be relevant. The second thing is consistency. So are you showing up not only on Google, but are you then having it replicated throughout the other parts of the web? So if you go to your website, if you go to indexes, citations, wherever your business is mentioned, is there a consistency that Google continuously finds as it spiders the web? And then related to this is trust. Because does Google see not only that you're consistent, but also that it's reliable information it gets? Does it find when you say you're open, you're open? Does it find your pin is where you say it is? Do the categories make sense to your business? What are people saying in reviews? What are the photos showing? It goes on and on. Ultimately, trust is something that builds over time. So relevancy, consistency, and trust all make absolute sense. But the golden sweet spot is when these start to overlap. And overlapping two is great, but if you can overlap all three, you then hit that ranking sweet spot. And it's when you hit that sweet spot that we start to see everything changing. And in the masterclass that I do, I show people how they can get their business right in the center of that sweet spot. More on that a bit later. And if you want tips that are going to help you to stay in the sweet spot, then also have an email that comes out every single week. There's a link down below. You can join up that. It's absolutely free, and it's going to get your business doing the right things at the right time as far as Google's concerned. But I also had a business that I was running, and I wanted to get that sweet spot. And for me to find out how to do it, I had to go through some of the pains that maybe you're going through at this time. So I understand the frustration that comes when you feel you aren't being found, and when you feel you deserve to be found number one in Google for what you do, your business. I recently had a client who was just basically lost. He had no idea where his business was. The whole thing was taken away from him. Google even just basically got rid of his business. So he was totally invisible. So he was in contact with me, we looked at things together, we made some tweaks and changes. As you can see, very quickly we turned things around and I was able to help him. We literally worked through that visibility Venn diagram together, and very quickly with a small audit and a one-to-one, we managed to get him moving in the right direction, as you can see here from his review. And that's the power of understanding what it is that Google's really looking for. And once you know what those things are, you can then hit that sweet spot every single time. And the best bit is it's not about spending thousands of pounds. It's not about gaining the system. It's not about learning black hat techniques, or it's not about things that in the end will get you some benefit immediately and then get you blacklisted or even suspended. It's about building true relevance to your customers. It's about real consistency to what you produce on a regular basis. It's about streamlining work so that you give customers what they're looking for, and that gives positive signals back to Google. And when Google gets positive signals, it starts to rank you more. And it's a kind of ongoing basis. Once you keep hitting that sweet spot, that golden spot, you'll find that Google will continue to reward that by ranking it higher. And when Google starts to see that type of escalation, then you start to dominate your industry. So right now, you've got 3 choices to make. Number 1, you can stay stuck, invisible, and carry on doing the things that you're doing. Number 2, you can just hope it magically fixes itself, or that Google Business will send through an update to the algorithm, and that tends to work for your type of way of doing business. Or number 3, you could learn and start winning by doing the right things. And honestly, I know which one's the right one for you to pick. But I've also been a business owner, and I know that budgets can be tight, marketing can be expensive, and I also know that sometimes freebies can be a waste of time. So it's difficult when you've produced some high quality content that should be charged for, but you want everyone to get. But on the other hand, you also know that if I said it's free, people would feel that there's no quality. Well, I would say judge for yourself, but I've put together a masterclass on all the things that I teach based on businesses that I've worked with for the last 5 to 10 years. And in this masterclass, I go through everything you need to get to that sweet spot and to get ranking really top of your industry. Inside, I'll walk you through 8 modules that you can apply. You can go back to the video again and again, and you can apply it to your business. It shows you exactly how to fix all the issues you're going to come across, but it also shows you how you can get that relevancy, that consistency, and that trust that enables you then to get that ranking from Google. So make sure you watch that video and apply what you learn, and you'll see the benefits very soon for your business. I'll see you on that video.